Now the library method and blank subtraction. Last tab we'll look at in the library method is the blank subtraction. You have the option of performing blank subtraction. You can turn it on and it will take any blank or matrix blank, for example, and subtract it from the other samples. So you can change the sample type of a particular sample and then it will end up subtracting it from the other samples. You can also constrict what components are subtracted from other components by defining a retention time window that must match up. For example, in this case, full width at half height maximum, the components that are going to be subtracted from each other need to be within 5 of the subtracted full width at half height maximum windows. So that puts a certain constraint on what can be subtracted from another component, and same with the minutes. You can put a hard time around a particular component so that you don't you achieve some symmetry in their retention times. The size of these windows depends upon the rigor of your retention time stability. Let's take a look at peak threshold, which handles the case where the blank shows a response that's minimal for the component that I'm interested in, and the sample has a much greater response, so I don't really want to subtract the component. So I want to suppress that. I'm going to require that the blank show a certain threshold. So I can do that by assigning that the component area of that blank for that component needs to be greater than 10% of that shows up in the sample. And that will eliminate the subtraction of very small components that show up in the blank that could be somewhat inconsequential but get me the same hit from my library. And in a similar sense, I can adjust that using the same logic with estimated concentration. Thanks for your attention.